Hello, weary traveler. You strike me an admirer of ancient lore, with a penchant I see for old history, as you've never heard it before. It's a familiar tale of a once mighty king, but the story you know goes much deeper, so sit back as I tell you and see. There once was a colt with a coat dark as coal, who had eyes of a bright burning red. Courageous and strong, it was not very long till the crown was bestowed on his head. For the king in the north had to be a great force to survive all the harsh elements. But the power he held from the keep where he dwelled would lead to his people's lament. But there was a time when his rule was kind, when the kingdom was wealthy and thrived. Someone caught his eye and he soon realized that he wanted a wife by his side. He thought all was right, they saw eye to eye, a princess from a southern ally. His heart had grown fond as they fostered a bond that the world could not ever define. Both hearts longing for simple love to soar, but nothing simple for kingdoms and kings. What stands certainly for eternity, to what a veiled future brings. One thing's for sure, as the ages move on, the harshest of debts is to live with regret. So chase what you love, or you'll find it's departed and gone.
Beautiful, the land that rests so peacefully. Why did we wait so long to travel up to sea?
Oh yes, it's overdue, but now we're making history. To draw much closer ties and join our peoples as they're meant to be.
My warmest welcome to you, dears. I hope safe travels brought you here. Come feast your eyes, there's much to show of our oasis in the sky. Crystal beach down to the frozen ground below. We've heard the Arctic earth and reap the bounty that we sow.
My lord, you're much too kind. You needed to go through such fanfare. You've clearly marked your reign with acumen and care.
No, wait, we just arrived. I'm sure we still have much to see. Lead on, no gracious king. Acquaint us with your kingdom's majesty.
Why not? It's time to celebrate. Our nations join to commemorate a future gilded brightest gold. Forged here amongst the winter cold. In the sun, our colors shine in every hue. We fought off every foe and seen our troubles through. Standing side by side, two nations fortunate and free. A righteous body empire spanning sea to sea. Seen our troubles through. Standing side by side, two nations fortunate and free. A righteous body empire spanning sea to sea.
Finally we end a long and busy day. Let the moonrise slumber all the world away. Watch the colors dance from the vast and great unknown. Now for once it feels like I am not alone. Through all the pain and strife on these crossroads of life, we finally met to make the journey side by side.
After all this time, the long and distant years, fate has finally brought us both together here. No more royal talks or visiting through charms. Soon I'll always hold you tightly in my arms. Through all the pain and strife on these crossroads of life, we finally met to make the journey side by side. As all the world is right, our future shining bright, the heavens walls with the auroras in the night.
So much to do, a wedding to muse. I'll talk to you soon once I break the news.
Go and take your time, my lovely future bride. Soon we'll make that journey walking side by side.
Those days in the Empire, her sister saw an instance of what it was as a fleeting desire and not their true fire, with the wedding bells ringing applause. And so she hoped to stop things as they are, but her failure to see their true love so deep would leave an unhealable scar.
It's become quite clear you've let your heart grow far too fond. How can you say this? Don't we deserve this? Is it a crime to share a bond? No, go to stop the way. Can we never love, never justice obey? It takes priority, but he is a king, the same royalty. By his mortality, that doesn't matter, at least not to me. Even still,
hello, my dear. I thought you had gone.
Yes, I did, but now we need to talk. I have been thinking, my heart's been sinking, and I don't think we can go on.
What are you saying? You must be playing. What could have changed? What did I do wrong?
Please, you do not share the blame.
Tell me that you're wrong, that we are still the
It's
same.
already killing me.
Or was it the queen, your dear sister's
I
decree?
watch you grow old and gray.
I don't have to die, there still might be a way. Even still, you must know that heavy is the crown we wear.
Missing the
Why just
short-lived
discard
life that we
the life we
shared?
could share? Must we flee before eternity? Heavy is the crown we wear.
That is the cost.
At any cost, I'll take it and bear. I will never let you go.
And so she left him, both of them silent and destitute. His spirit malign, it ravaged his mind, which started to twist and unwind.
My midnight angel, how could you leave me here alone? Your love is made blind by stories divine to force you to leave me behind. What exactly is her aim? Does she think this is just a game? And to cast on me the blame for lighting a lover's flame. Well, she can't keep you away, drop us both into dismay. Whatever the heavens say, we'll be joined as one day. If being with her means divine ascension, if I have to cross the sun, then I'll do what must be done. I'll claim her love. from the black veil. He channeled his power to the stone. Oh, jewel of the night, the giver of life, grant me dominion o'er the light. As the candles cry in pain, shadows fall before his name. One by one, their embers wane. Feed the fire, the violet Now I am free of any limitations. She can see what I've become. Into love we can't succumb. We'll fight through the frost at any cost. But will I meet her sister's expectations? Would she still see us apart? Never change her empty heart. That peace will be lost at any cost.
Oh, my king, what miracle is this? Here I thought we'd share our final kiss. Now to see you draped in onyx wings, you cannot know the joy it brings.
How could I just let you slip away? When no matter what, I'd find a way. Nothing known could disagree and keep you away from me. Why spend these ages trapped in
Why should it be
loneliness when we could rule as regents of the darkness? Think of how the world could really be. Why should should light command the raven sea? Why should shadows hide away when they give light its stay? When it's the sun that should bow down to us and fall before the regents of the dawn. Every blessing has its cost. Though I bear its every weight, I will face this queen's accost. Will be forced to separate and face her wishes handed down as fate. It can be just you and me. Once we're finally left alone, we'll command eternity. We can shape it as our own as we both share the seed of darkness thrown.
Do you understand the words you say? Must the spell have led your mind astray? Wait, they're safe, beloved king. I'll find a cure and bring. Then once I have you back, we can
Soon you will see eternal love as regents of the darkness.
look what your piety has wrought, driven him into recklessness through some strange talisman he brought. On a curse while trying to ascend.
If he has doubled in this way, how am I the one that you condemn? Whatever price could he have paid? Do you even know what you did?
March now, ever faster. This is war against divinity. She will see every soul I've mastered as their shadows fall and bow to me. And my queen, he cannot stand
above their mortal ways. It turns corrupted when we try. We must leave these feelings in the way.
It doesn't matter what you say, how lazy is error in his haste. Then once life picks the fall he made, you will see the ages and we
Sing me greater power now. Your lives will pay to make the change. When she waits, soon the North Aurora will replace the sun in great exchange. For my reign, we cannot stand apart, like kingdoms divided by your arrogant heart. So you'll stand there and fight, believing you really know what is and what isn't is right. Soon she'll face us, since I've loosed my mortal chains. Now who'll fear death when just two of us remain? We cannot stand apart, like kingdoms divided by your arrogant heart. So you'll stand there and fight, believing you really know what is and what isn't is right. I'll stand apart, like kingdoms divided by your arrogant heart. So you'll stand there and fight, believing you really know what is and what isn't is right.
As weeks did pass and the princess carried on, growing more withdrawn, her sister saw the painful tears in her eyes and empathized. They took her back to a far and distant place, searching for embrace, and truly hoped there was an answer to for all their sakes, that she might break their heavy chain.
Oh, what a sight to see that you would offer up your armies and renounce your sovereignty. At least hold on to your dignity and to surrender yourself and your power willingly. We revoke your infernal doctrine, renounce the mantle you have laid. Your laws, your rule will be forgotten as your light is left to fade. Heaven's fury raining down. Kneel before the aurora's crown. Sun and shadow both will bow, living as my queen and I allow.
How could you fall for this? That you would desecrate your kingdom, bring them into this abyss. Reverse this curse that afflicts them all, for in this battle you will face, I promise you will fall. Your emotions are left you blinded. Would you just throw this piece away? Tonight it ends, so loose their bindings. Give alone this sad display. Heaven's fury raining down. Cast aside this corrupted crown. You forsake your royal vows for a crime I simply can't allow.
Know that in the end you can't make us relent. We won't let you take away our love again. For above all else, it's the only covenant I would ever keep and follow to my grave.
Once I simply thought that we could rise above all the trials that we might face together. But the stark descent consumed the one I love. Return to me before this brings the end. Heaven's fury raining down. We can't ignore our heavy crowns. We can make it work somehow. If the bride would only just allow.
You sacrifice your fate, abandon our future. You choose to desecrate and let our love fade away. But you will win this day, despite your treachery. No matter what you say, the empire belongs to me. Come to the darkness, all who have offered up of their souls to me. Into the starless tundra, you'll follow your true and rightful king. Come to the darkness, all who have offered up of their souls to me. Into the starless tundra you'll follow the true and rightful king.
With his final defiance, the empire was all swept away. Their spirits were drained as his own soul was stained, and suffered together his fate. To lie and wait outside time, far behind shadows veil. For in their return, deep within they will yearn, that their crystal hearts may prevail. The crown she wears, knowing the cost, the sadness she bears, left to wait while weeping for his fate. Perhaps one day the shadow will be sent away, when light will have won, maybe there in the sun, the king will revive in its rays. One thing's for sure, as the ages move on, the harshest of debts is to live with regret. So chase what you love and fight on for the one that